The most promising acolyte left us, not out of the lesser folly of sentiment, but the greater folly of anger. His heart was clouded, and his balance was lost, but his abilities were unmatched. Even then, we knew to watch him most carefully. Keep our annals.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Bafford's manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter. Silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
It's time to begin indeed. Welcome back, good viewer. This is the Skyrider. I must offer my apologies, first of all, good viewer, for this guard's muttering, but also for my delay in uploading this episode. I realise it's been sort of almost a week since I uploaded the last episode. I apologise for that. But the reason, I do have a reason, that I've done this is because, as I'm sure you're aware, I'm always looking to try and improve my abilities and to try and put unique twists onto my videos. And I would hope, I could be wrong in saying this, but I would hope that this is a unique twist for my Let's Play of Thief. And that is, good viewer, the narration of the objectives. Enjoy. Lord Bafford's Manor. Sneak into Lord Bafford's manor and case the place. The well house in back is your best bet, if you can get the key from the guard. Blackjacking or pickpocketing him would be quietest. Find Lord Bafford's prized jewelled sceptre and redistribute it to yourself. Try to do it without causing too much commotion. In addition to pinching the sceptre, steal 700 worth of valuables while you're in the manor. Don't kill anyone while you do the job. No servants, no guards, no pets, no one. Once you've achieved your other objectives, get out of the manor house and back to the city streets. And there we had it, good viewer. It was a bit tricky to edit together, but I would hope that you would enjoy it. Obviously I'm still learning all the tricks to everything, so hopefully putting those objectives together and so forth will not take so long, and will provide you with something that hopefully you will enjoy. But enough of the technicalities of LPs, good viewer. As Garrett said, it's time to begin. So, let's listen in on a conversation of these gentlemen here.
Hey, I'm going to the bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with? Couldn't pay me enough. What? You soft belly. The bears have got these new muzzles with underslung cheek spikes. Last time I was there was a real eye gouging.
Nah. It makes me sick. When I was a kid...
Huh! Surprised you're even in this job.
Ooh, the blood, it just turns my poor tummy.
Shut up, you taffer. You want blood? You should have been there years ago. Tell you, the bears then, they were something to see. Those bears, they didn't need no cheek spikes and razor collars and paw hooks and all that knifery you straps to them now.
No paw hooks? What'd they do? Just bump into each other?
Huh? Nah. The bears back then, they had claws as long as your finger.
No.
And wicked teeth.
Bears? You're duffing me. They look pretty mangy harmless, long as they're not wearing harness.
That's why I can't stand the pits now. You don't know what you missed. They just don't make bears like they used to.
Whoa! Killer bears! Would have liked to see that.
Wouldn't we all, Mr. Guard? Wouldn't we all? I attempted British accent aside of that of one of those guards, and all that knavery you straps to him now. Cool, blimey, Mary Poppins. Whoa, Cockney geezer, watch me bleed ya. Apples and pears. Whoa. Attempted accents aside, that's just one of the touches that I love about this game. If you move along, nothing to see here. Ooh, except some arrows. Yoink. That's actually one of the few times that you can walk past civilians and they won't go, "Help! Help! There's someone here and he's trying to kill me," even though he hasn't got any weapons out. And yes, that's just an aspect I love about this game, is that, as I've mentioned previously, it's incredibly immersive into the sewers. Shut the door behind us, because we're meticulous. Yes, you can just, if you come across the right people, or, you know, go explore the levels, which tends to be some good advice for this game, I think. Just explore the levels as much as you can to discover everything you can. Then you'll come across just some brilliant conversations that just really add to the universe, you know. You never see these bear pits, but, you know, the fact that they're talking about them just adds something to the game, I think. So we'll pull this lever, and we'll discover here our very first piece of loot. Quite what this pendant, necklace, tiara, gold-like object is doing in the sewers, I don't know. But we'll take it for ourselves. An easy 200 loot, good viewer, of the 700 we need. So, you may well recognise this bit, good viewer. Up we climb. And we have Bob here. Drunken fellow. So we'll just nick his key. Makes things easier. Don't want to leave bodies lying about. So, what do we have here? What looks like a well. And nothing else, really. So, surely the solution, logically, is to jump into the well and see what we can find. So, we'll get... Oh god, oh god! Right. I think I'm okay now. It was a bit of a shock. So, let's continue. I'm not quite sure what this is. Is this an underground river? The stone arches would suggest otherwise. And there's a well there, so I'm really not entirely sure what this is. Is this a sewer? It's really not entirely certain. Tunnel here. Let's explore up here. Can't remember if there's anything in here. I must say, good viewer, I know this is the first game in the series, but of all of the Thief games... Spiders. I hate spiders. There's something about the noise these bastards make that's just... gets to me. Normally I'm not an arachnophobe, but... oh well, to provide some target practice. Yes, of all the games, this is the Thief games, this is the one I'm least familiar with. We'll just shoot these bastards from a range before they notice anything like that. That's 2. And 3 in mid-stride, and... compensate for the arc? No. Fortunately, this is the only thing you're really going to use broadhead arrows for. Killing spiders or the like. And we'll take that one back. And we did
Since
get
I'm in
some
here,
money.
I might as well pick up something for myself.
Good man, Garrett. Of course, we probably could have just grabbed that and jumped back in the water, as spiders can't swim. What can I say? I don't like spiders. Not in this game, at least. I think it all comes from when I originally used to play System Shock 2. The spiders in that game just... Oof. Again, I'm not an arachnophobe, it's just the hissing noises they made. It just really, really got to me. And since this game is made by the same sort of people, it's certainly got some of the same voice actors in it, one can see where they got that from. I could be wrong in saying it was made by some of the same people, but anyway. Tangents aside, this is the game I'm least familiar with, the other two being Thief the Metal Age and Thief Deadly Shadows, and this is probably the one I'm least familiar with, I would say.
Inside at last.
Excellent. Here we are. With a massive hole leading out to some sort of underground stream, and barrels with skull and crossbones on them. I don't know what Bafford's up to, but probably isn't good.
The sir could really beef up security some.
What do you mean? What's wrong with us?
Well, we're fine. But I've been thinking we should watch the outsides more.
That's stupid. People to worry about there on the inside.
No, then you catch them before they get inside, you taffer.
Oh!
Brilliant. Okay, now we're going to play our favourite game. Randomly swipe at the air until you knock out the guards. This is the Blackjack, good viewer, your trusty weapon, which will be used to knock out the guards. This is, of course, how you get rid of them without killing them. Of course, blackjacks will only work on the characters when they're facing, you know, when you hit them in the back. Hence all the sneaking element. And this part of the game, good viewer, is known as Hide the Bodies, our second favourite game. There we go. So we'll put them out of the way in a very dark room, somewhere off a patrol route where they're not, where other guards aren't going to stumble upon them and then become suspicious. But yes, ooh, healing potion, that'll be useful in case we come across any more blasted spiders. Yes, it's yeah, the guards, quite a lot of the guards, or of various groups of individuals, they'll have like 3 or 4 voices between them, and you always have what's known in the, I believe is known in the thief community as Benny, which is the stupid voiced one. The guy who's talking about bears and that's stupid! People to worry about, they're on the inside. I can't do the voice nearly as well as the voice actor can. Funny that. But yes, some of the guard conversations in this are brilliant. And like, I just, you know, as I said, listening to these conversations is just, it's one of my favourite parts of the game, as I said, immersive. And it's also got, what I think is brilliant is that when a universe makes up its own words, specifically, Taffer. This is sort of the general all-purpose insult of the Thief universe. Obviously, and I've never found out what it means. I don't think it's ever revealed in any of the Thief games what it means. It's just known as an insult. Taffer or Taff. It's just, you know, a generic insult. I love that. I just think it's a brilliant word. 5 copper pieces. And I love that about the Thief series. Just the, yeah. It's like frack in Battlestar Galactica. It's basically a way for the characters to be able to use strong language without actually using strong language, which is rather genius, I think. So here we have water arrows, good viewer. Water beats fire, as we all know from our Pokemon days, and water arrows put out torches, which creates darkness, and of course darkness is your friend, good viewer. So we'll open up this door. More drunken guards. Take this, you Taffer. Down he goes. 3 for 3. And now we once again play hide the body. And dump him about here in this corner. Right. Okay, good viewer. Now, one thing I will say is that I'm very aware that a thief mission, one mission, will often take quite a long time, probably too long for a single video, which is why, good viewer, what with the briefing and the objectives and all that other extra stuff that I've decided to put in, I'm going to leave things here. And I will continue this mission in the next episode, good viewer. I don't have a particularly good sense of time, as in my Freedom Force LP, my last LP, I once thought that I'd been going for 30 minutes when I'd actually been going for 20, and to be honest, I'm not exactly sure how long I've been going for here, but as I said, I just don't want to make all of the videos too long, and I don't want to make them too short either, but I want to try and keep a decent length of video, put simply. So, good viewer, next time on Let's Play Thief Gold, we will progress into the Bafford Manor and start nicking his stuff, as all good thieves do. In the meantime, we'll hide in this corner. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Skyrider. Farewell until we meet again.